Hi guys, welcome back to my new video, and today in this video you will learn how to make a testimonial slider on website using HTML and CSS. In this web design, first I have added one title, then there are some user reviews. I have added 4 users review text and images as a slider. You can see slider indicator dots at the bottom that you can click to change the slide and see another user's review and image. You can see one of the control dot size is large. It displays which slide is currently active. Size of the dot changes with a smooth transition when I click on another dot. We will learn to make this design step by step using HTML, CSS and JavaScript in just 10 minutes. So before starting this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel Easy Tutorials if you are new on my channel. Now let's start this video. So here I have one folder, and in this folder I have some images and one CSS file and one HTML file. Now I will open these files with text editor, which is brackets editor. So this is the HTML file. I have added basic HTML structures, and this one is the CSS file. In the HTML file, I have added link tag to connect the HTML file with the CSS. Next, we will write the code in the body tag. So here we will create one div with the class name hero, and here we will add one title in h1. So the title is testimonial. Let's copy this class name, write it here in the CSS file, and for this one we'll add the CSS like background and height and width. Position relative. After that, open this HTML file with web browser so you can see one color in the background and one title. Let's come back, and here we'll write the same class name, then h1. For this one we will write text align center and some space from the top, that is padding top, and font size, then color. Now you can see this text here. Let's come back in the HTML file, and after this h1 we will create one div. So let's write the class name slide row, because we will add 4 different slide. So in this one we'll add another div with the class name slide call, so it will be the first slide. And in this one we have to add the text and image. So let's create one div for the text, and class name is user text. And let me create one more div, and the class name is user img for the image. So in this one I will add one text in p tag and name in h3 and one more text in p tag. And in this div we will add the image. So I'm using img tag and image file path. After that we will open the web page, and you can see this title and image. Similarly, we will add the other users text and image. So just copy this div with the class name slide call and paste it again. So we have to add 4 different user review and image. Let's replace the text, replace the name and company name. Now for the third one I will add the name here and the company name. Now for the fourth review, next we have to change the user's image also. So this is the user4.png, this is 3.png, and this is user2.png. After that, let's refresh the web page again, and you can see 4 different text and images. Right now it is coming vertically, so just copy the class name slide row, write it here in the CSS file, and for this one we will set display flex, and width will be 3200 pixel. And for this call, write it here, and here we will set the width 800. So total it will be 4 div with 800 width. Height will be 400 pixel and position relative. After that you can see it is coming horizontally. You can scroll like this. Now let's come back, and we will copy this class name user img, write it here. For this one we will set the position. It will be on top 0 and right 0. Height will be 100%. Let's copy it again, then write img for the image. Here we will write height 100%. and border radius. You can see the image size is small right now. Next we have to add the CSS for the text. So just copy the class name user text and add it here. Here we will set the background. After that we will add width and height. Then position. Left will be 0 and top 50%. Then transform translate y minus 50%. Border radius will be same 10 pixel and color. Then padding 45 pixel and box size in border box. After adding this, you can see it is coming like this. We have to take this div forward, so just come back and here we will write z index 2. Now it is good. Next we have to add the CSS for the text and title, so just copy it again, then write P. For this paragraph I will increase the font size and line height. Let's copy it again, then write H3, and here we will add margin and color. Now it looks good. Now we have to take this in the center, so just come back and you can see we have these contents. So let me fold this one so it will look simple, and here we will create one div with the class name container. Now I will remove this code from here and add it in this container div. That's it. Now we have all the slide row in this container. You can see in this container div we have the slide row and all the slide call. After this container div we will create one more div, and let's write the class name testimonial and close this div after this slide row. I will close it here. So we have container, testimonial, then slide row. So just copy the class name container, write it here in the CSS file, and for this one we will write width and height and position, top, left and transform. So it will be in center. You can see it is starting from the center and going on the right side. After that we will add some control buttons. So let's come back. And after this container, here we will create one div with the class name indicator, and in this one I will create a span with the class name btn. Let's duplicate it because we need 4 control buttons, and just copy the class name indicator, write it here in the CSS file, and here we have to set its position. Left will be 50%, transform x minus 50%, and bottom minus 50 pixel. Now just copy btn, write it here, and for this one I'll add display, height, width and margin, border radius and background. Then cursor, it will be pointer. You can see these control buttons here. Now we have to increase the size of the first one. So let's come back, and in the first one we'll add the class name active. Just copy this class name, write it here in the CSS file, and for this one let's write width 45 pixel, and now you can see the first indicator size has been increased. Let's come back, and here we will create some script. So before this body tag we will write a script, open and closing tag, and here we will create one variable btn equal to document.getElements by class name, and write the class name here btn. You can see we have already created this, and after that we'll create one ID. So in this one slide row, here we'll create one ID slide, and let's create one variable for this one. So here I'm adding var slide equal to document.getElement by ID, and the ID is slide. After that, let's write btn0 dot onClick equal to function and write code in this function. So here I'm adding slide dot style dot transform equal to translate x 0 pixel. Now we have to duplicate this and change the index. It is 1, 2 and 3, and translate will be minus 800 pixel, minus 1600 pixel and minus 2400 pixel. You can see if I click here, the slide is changing, but it is changing very fast. So let's come back, and here we will add transition of 0.5 seconds. After that, you can see if I click on this button, it is changing smoothly. Next, we have to hide the other testimonial. Only one testimonial will be visible. So let's copy the class name testimonial, write it here. Here we will set the height and width, and then write overflow hidden. That's it. Now you can see only one user review is visible. If I click here, it is changing. Next, we have to change the size of the active indicator. So just come back, and here we will create one for loop I0, I less than 4, I plus plus. Let's add btn I dot classlist dot remove. So it will remove the class name which is active. So it will remove the active class name when we will click here, and then it will add the same class name on the particular button. So here I am adding this classlist dot add active. So we have to copy this line in all the function. That's it. Now you can see indicator width is also changing as per the slide. Next, we have to add the transition in this one also. So let's come back, and in this btn we will add transition 0.5 seconds. And after that, you can see the indicator width is also changing smoothly. So this is how we have created this beautiful testimonial slider with indicator. I hope this video will be helpful for you. If you have any question, you can ask me in the comment section, and please like and share this video, and also subscribe my channel Easy Tutorials to watch more videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching this video.